Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone's enjoying the music. Let me G'day. Let me fire up the old bullshit 30-second thing for no good reason at all.
Make sure you're streaming.
We've been streaming for about 8 minutes.
All right.
G'day. How are you, Mum Bakes Cakes?
Fine, and yourself?
I'm not too bad. It's a nice night tonight. It's not too hot.
A bit windy down here, though.
Oh, it's windy where you is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just watching that 30-second thing just then. And I was thinking, is that really actually needed? Honestly, because I mean, I've just made people listen to the Into Space song for about 8 minutes now.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't really prep that much for tonight. I mean, I just thought I don't really think I've been doing any lives for about a week or so.
Yeah.
And I'm actually running it through my Chrome now. So I was running through Firefox before, and now I'm running through Chrome. So I should be able to listen to videos on my side. You know how you were having that trouble as well?
Oh yeah. But I think we got my side works a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, you're still running a Restream, aren't you?
Yeah, that seems to be working quite well.
Yeah. Well, I figured out how to make this all work now that I'm on Chrome. It seems to work. But yeah.
A bit of news. I unsubscribed from Sean Hawkins and from the Drunk Debate Show.
Really? Okay. So why is that?
Well, Sean was having a go at FTFE in regards to his service and a couple of stuff. So I thought that I'm into that kind of thing. I'm a serviceman myself.
His service? Sorry, his service?
Yeah, service record.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think both Sean and FTFE both ex-service people. Some of them myself. So they don't need that kind of infighting. So a lot going that matter here.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I remember you mentioning Sean Hawkins a while ago, and I said I think that guy needs to shave, but I barely know him, and I haven't really paid that much attention to him personally. And what? So you're saying the Drunk Debunk show?
Yeah, I posted a comment in there because he formatted we had on the show flat side, and then all his other crew members came on board thinking, oh my god. So that, I mean, it was good to see how stupid they were, but the platform them all, yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, well, like I have seen like I've been I never really paid that much attention to Flatzoid for quite a while. And I've just seen it, it pops up on Where's Wally's channel and all that sort of stuff. I think you sometimes post about him, and I never watch him at all. But I have to admit, with some of the interviews he's got into, he really does say some brain dead stuff, and I just don't understand. Where does he come up with these ideas? It's just full indoctrination on his side. He's just talking out of his ass a lot of the time.
Well, again, it's like they had Max and MC Toon go over some of the things that Flatside did, and that caught him red-handed, changing his email address on his about page.
Yes, of course, yes. Like we spotted.
He designs it like, oh, for fuck's sake, get real money.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know, but I've been looking around recently, and every single channel I seem to click on, everyone seems to be in a lot of ways they're just they're like taking videos of other people and then just commenting on it. And I'm not seeing a lot of like fresh, raw education, and I'm seeing a whole bunch of just like, oh, he said, she said bullshit. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's quite a bit of that. I mean, the people who do education type of things. I mean, I think Bob the Science Guy being a great series on that. I mean, Dave, Professor Dave does his education channel. You can learn a lot from Professor Dave. And he's the other professor, Professor.
Yeah, I mean, he does. Yeah, Professor Dave. He does have some educational things. And I have tuned into some of his educational things a few times, and they are pretty clear. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You got two sides. You got the side where you go out there and you try to actually like teach someone something new, something they can actually, at least if you learn one new thing each day, it's a good day. And on the opposing side, there's videos of him, lambasting people and taking slurps of bloody whiskey while he's at it. So,
well, I like his humor. Him and Cats. I mean, Cats especially has got that dry English humor. He just digs into them. His sarcasm is so on point.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I can see that the chat's slowly starting to build up a little bit. My invitation obviously goes out to everyone. Anyone can join. It's 9:30, so it's not that late, but I understand it's a Wednesday night. But if Andrew Johnson or Professor Bell wants to jump in, by all means, come right in. I saw Professor Bell this afternoon on Vlad's chat, the Ironworks chat, and he was saying, good to see you to pretty much every single one, and just staying really, really, really quiet. But there was a little bit of toing and frying with, them talking about physics and stuff like that, the back and forth. I sometimes wonder if it actually sinks in at all, especially when, Professor Bell probably knows about this. Yeah. There's a guy who's got the spanner on his channel, and Dojo. My God, Dojo is the type of guy who will drop meme after meme after meme, and not actually argue anything in good faith. Not at all.
But there's the thing with flat earthers, they don't have anything. So, like someone was pointing out earlier, that as soon as you put them in the corner, they're going to call you all sorts of names just to get out of the argument, or out of answering the question, because they don't have any response.
Yeah, well, I call them names when I'm actually when I'm actually defeating them.
Yeah,
that's the best way to do it.
I think the best, like when Krakatoni is full Krakatoni, he's just hilarious.
I don't know that one. But okay, yeah.
Like PhD Tony.
Oh, PhD Tony. Yeah.
When he goes full beast mode,
I had a small falling out with that guy. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. So, PhD Tony. When you watch his videos on his channel, they're really articulate. He doesn't stutter. But when he's debating someone,
in debate,
he has quite a bit of a
anger.
Now, no, not anger, but stutter as well.
A stutter.
He's trying to formulate trying to get his brain down to the level of their thinking. So
that's practically impossible.
Yeah,
to get your brain down to that level. You practically have to be grinding your skull on the gutter.
Yeah. Tony can be. Yeah, he's all right. But what did you fall out with him for?
Sorry.
What did you fall out with him for?
Oh, look, I saw him having some sort of debate on, I think, the modern day debates or something like that. And I said, fucking hell, man, you're really, really quick to get angry and stuff like that. And he got in the comments and he was replying to every single person, and that included me. So he started he started with his puffed out chest straight off the bat and was like, yeah, I could be angry all I want, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, Kibia, fucking mate, just chill the fuck out. Look, there's a good time to be angry and there's a bad time to be angry. And the bad time to be angry is when you're getting frustrated. A good time to be angry is when you want to go out there and destroy them.
Well, he is getting better. He's got a lot better since he's done his quite a few debates. He doesn't do that many because he knows he has anger issues. All right.
Yep.
Right.
Let me see what can I just quickly have a look at what Professor Bill, because Professor Phil Bell, he's obviously has been a teacher in I don't know if in the past or if he's retired or nothing like that. When you give information to someone, if you don't care if they learn, you can insult them. You want I don't know, to educate. Don't start with an insult. That's lecturing 101. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one thing Professor Dave always does. He starts straight off with insults. I saw that thing where he was going up against that Lord Jamar, and I have to admit I did laugh at that because when he was actually in that interview, he would give very, very straight answers, and they were clouding in on him. They were like three people trying to talk all at once, and he just says the simple things. It's like, what makes things go down, what makes things not go up, all that sort of stuff. Very, very, very simple stuff. And they were like, "You're a fucking idiot." I'm like, come on, you can't answer it because you can't, because you cannot use your brain to actually get involved here. So it's not good enough.
What is the thing? Like you ask Fatsoid or others. I mean, you ask him, they keep denying gravity, right? Which is a theory of gravity, or whatever you want to call it. And yet people use plumb bobs to see whether whatever it is level, because that was back in the day. And still, plumb bobs are used today. Still.
Yeah, totally. I mean, look, I've tried to reason with them a couple of times. I said, let's imagine that Einstein doesn't exist, and let's imagine that Newton doesn't exist, and that all gravity is, the electrostatics, right? Okay, so the electrostatics has made everything fall to the ground. Good. All right, now let's talk about the atmosphere. Let's talk about why the ocean sits inside, its large sort of beached container, I guess. And you're going to get them squirming in no time.
Well, you're true, but and then they throw in, but what is a measured level? Thinking, yeah, from where it is, because I can measure. I can go to the beach, get my level out, and say, this is what a level here. But then I go down to Port Augusta or Sydney or Perth and say, what is level here? But it's in a different location. I don't get that.
Yeah, well, like one thing I discovered recently is like I've always been telling people, that the sun, like going back into the main topic of what I'm supposed to be doing here. So the sun in Australia, it sets in the southwest, and sometimes if you even go lower, it can set in the southwest, right? And it rises in the southeast, or sometimes when you're even lower, it rises in the southeast. Now, of course, the closer you get to Queensland, the more that it's going to bend up a bit. But the simple truth is I thought, well, hold on one second. If this is the case, I might just go and check New York. So I went and checked New York, and it was doing the same thing. And I thought, okay, so wait a minute. So this phenomenon wasn't necessarily Australia only. It's still happening over in New York. It's still happening in Canada. So when if you go out there and put your cursor on somewhere in Canada or something like that, it'll rise in the southeast and then set in the southwest. So even they can test in America that their flat Earth math does not work.
Yeah. So my question to you, Swami, is like,
yes,
you live in Melbourne, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Right. So like you'll probably see the sunrise. Let's say it's 6 a.m. in the morning. Right? Yep. For example, like today probably be 5:30, but somewhere around 6. For example, it's summer, 6 a.m. Okay, 6 a.m. rises. Yet at the same time you see the sun rise in your location, the sun hasn't risen where I live, and the sun hasn't risen in Perth.
Yes,
it's still dark.
Yes. Well, you get a little bit of twilight. Yes.
So yeah, it's not in Perth. You don't, because it's miles away.
Yep. Yep. So I might quickly. I will share my I'll share SunCalc. Let me get a present thing happening.
I think there's a comment there before you missed.
Did it? What's that? Ben Pearson said the direction of sunrise and sunset is basically uniform anywhere on a given day, not the angle, but whether it is southeast or northeast.
There you go. Thanks, Ben.
Yes. Okay, let me get the present thing up. So share screen. Here we go. SunCalc. Okay. Is it working? Add to stage. There we go. Okay. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yep. Sorry, I've actually got an nectar. Whoops. Sorry for that. That was where I left it. Yeah. So obviously, when you're down in Melbourne, right? So as you can see, this is the band that the sun will bend. Like on for today, literally like 22nd of January. And Adelaide will be somewhat similar, and so that's where you are, obviously, and where like plain reality and stuff like that is. Now, I thought, well, shit, let's go and check what New York does, and I was like, well, hey Bob, I was not. Well, why is that not fixed in there? Yeah, it does exactly the same thing. So this is not a phenomenon which is limited to Australia at all.
No, but you got one going north. I mean, the whole arc's going north where we are, and the arc's going south on where they are.
That's correct. But if you were to go out there and place these two lines on the flat Earth map, right? You would end up. I mean, for winter, it should be up this direction and up this direction on a flat Earth map. It shouldn't be setting, rising and setting still down the south, east and southwest.
Yeah.
For America, it just shouldn't.
No.
So let me just I'll just drop that one back down again. I might see if I can find Walter Bislan's so that so that I can show you exactly what I mean.
Walter, I mean, isn't that great that we got someone as smart as Walter to produce something so incredibly useful?
Yeah, no, he did pretty well, but unfortunately, it's been co-opted, so it's not fair. that ain't good at all, is it?
Well, again, they're getting roasted by doing it, but yeah.
But are they? I mean, I got one or two videos where I've caught like some people have gone and snapshotted they've snapshotted here. What's his name again? Shane St. Pierre. Stuffing up by accidentally saying that everyone knew that it was Walter Bislan's model taken. So yeah, I will stop that one there, and I will share screen, and I will select the flat Earth dome model. Here we go. Share that, and add to stage. Okay, so this is the official Walter Bislan one. So it's not Shane's stolen one. Now, let me find out where. So what are we going to do? We're going to go for today's date. So we are in March. So let's go for September 25. That's good enough. It's Australia Day. And we're going to change the direction. We're going to go and put it in New York. Oop. Up, 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 up. It's kind of close there. Kind of close. Okay, so let's change the time of the day. Now, as you can see here, see how the sun is panning down over there? According to the flat Earth map, the sun is meant to be up over there. So would you call that... See this is the north and red dot here, and the blue is pointing south. East and west is there. I would think that would be above the western line, so it's in the northern part. Would you agree?
I'd say so, but the thing, we've never been able to get from these flat earthers, because you can see the shaded side on the right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
A big thing called night,
Yes.
right? And like, no matter what model, whether it's a fishbowl, which your demonstration of that, I mean, that was hilarious. So
Yes.
well done for that one.
I
was,
want that to go viral. Can someone make it go viral, please?
I'm looking at it and I just pissed myself laughing. He's trying to take on Joe's voice, but yeah, it was quite good.
Well, this
So
water
well done on that
Bissell
one.
needs a bottle cap on top. It needs a bottle opener right up here. Guaranteed. That'll fix
So
it.
yeah, it was quite funny. But yeah, like the thing is, they can't answer the simple question.
Oh yeah. Why is it dark over here?
Because
I mean, even when
sorry.
Yeah, when you look at this, I mean, the if the sun is there
Mm.
and it's shone to there,
Yeah.
what's stopping it from going one extra coordinate sort of spacing?
Exactly.
What's stopping it from going all the way out to the tip of Canada? Or
the coffee cup caustic.
The distance is the same.
Wasn't it?
Sorry?
The coffee cup caustic.
Well, that's only useful out over here, but yeah. But I mean, if you look at the distance, right? So the distance from here to here, yet the sun has gone from here all the way over to there. No worries, it's gone all the way to the Nullarbor. It's gone that distance. That distance there is far further than this distance right here.
Yeah.
So no, there's no way to justify night, and that was where I spoke to that. Who's that? Yeah, that real smart ass little kid who always he's always got his eyes like googling out of his face. I told him, night's impossible in the photos, and he went, "No, that's it. No, I'm kicking you out. That's it." So he just went to kick me out, and like he gave me like mere seconds to answer before he kicked me out. So yeah, what a sack of shit. But anyway.
They all are.
They all are. Having this up is certainly a really great way, of course, to what do you call it? To go out to let's go. It almost pretty much lines up with Union Glacier, doesn't it? Yeah. But you can see that pathway there. I mean, the sun is down there. And this is what Jeranism was talking about the other day, and having a bit of a bitch in his Unplugged episode was the fact that it shows the sun going to this point here, which is perfectly justifiable, but this sun is over here and it's shooting over there like a golf shot, and it's got a bit of backspin on it. So God's got a good sand wedge to knock that sun over to the destination, doesn't he? He just needs to tap it in.
Did you see the one that someone said, one of the videos, I can't remember which one, that they forgot to put the pixels in the wrong place for the sun simulator?
No. So where was this?
It was on somebody's channel. Can't remember where, but because it was having a go at how stupid the flat earthers were. Because I think it was Banjo who said, "Oh, they got this truck." With this, pulling this sun simulator. I think, okay, that's pretty stupid. Right? And then I heard about this dome thing. Hang on. So they built this dome in Antarctica for a couple of $1 million because the dome is worth a bunch of money.
Oh yeah, that's billion. That's like 2.2 billion, I think.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's $1 billion. And I'm thinking, okay. And where is it now? I mean, I can't see it there.
Well, one of the things I don't know if I said this on my last live stream was the fact that if you've got a solid 360 degrees of LEDs the whole way around, and if they are all emitting either very white light or very light blue light, right? They're pretty much, the LED is pretty much at its maximum. So you got your RGB sort of like filaments inside the LED, and they're almost at maximum brightness, right? And if you've got maximum brightness on all the LEDs, all 360 degrees around you, then there will be no shadow cast off the person, because the shadow coming from the left will be cancelled out by the shadow coming from the right, and it'll be cancelled out by the shadow coming from front and back and the shadow above you. So if you've got a large amount of light, green screen or whatever the hell on top over your head, that light's shining straight down, and all shadows would be eliminated. So if you can't go out there and this is the thing, they can't go out there and say the shadows look weird, but then also claim that there must be an LED screen because the LED screen knocks out the shadows.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I watched The Mandalorian and Boba Fett or what it was, and I can't remember seeing any shadows. Thinking, I have to go watch it 2 years again to see if there's any shadows.
That's true. Yeah, they featured that up for The Mandalorian, and look, I don't honestly know. Did they shoot most of the scenes with cloud overhead?
I don't know. I mean, it was a good series to watch. A bit of fun. But yeah, I didn't even realize they were in a studio at the time because it's so well put together.
Yep.
But dragging that all down to Antarctica, it's like, hang on, but he paid 30, let's say 100,000 to get everybody down there.
Yeah.
Estimate. That's not $1 billion, $1 billion worth, is it?
Yeah. No. Yeah. The costs are just alarming. Why they continue to speak about this is completely beyond me. I don't know why they do it, but anyway,
it's the throw down.
It needs to be stopped right now.
But it's just, again, it's their excuse to throw doubt into people's minds.
That's all they can do.
That's all they can do. Right?
It's just undermining. It's like all it really is you go out there and let's say you go down the beach and you've got some sort of dune buggy on the beach, right? And you're just digging the sand underneath the wheels. All you want to do is just bog the wheels down inside the sand. That's all they're doing. They're undermining everything.
And talking about beaches, like, I've gone to the beach and I mentioned this earlier. Like, we've had some fantastic, with a bit of clouds, you see some fantastic sunsets here. And you can also see the moon in the sky sometimes at the same time. Big white golf ball out there, and the sun shining down. Thinking, how does that work on flat Earth? So, it's pretty amazing.
I'm always trying to spot it when I go out for a bit of a walk. When I go and get the pram out and push the bob along, I'm having a bit of a look around, look left, look right. I'm like, where is the moon tonight? Oh, there it is. And
I've seen full moons, I've seen the blood moon, I've seen the ISS. And he's gone. Where'd he go? He dropped out. So in Australia, I've seen the ISS with my eyes, no telescope. My brother's got a telescope, so I've seen Saturn and Jupiter with this telescope. Beautiful stars, not like we see from Mikey Smith. His phone. He's hilarious. Mikey Smith trying to peruse the sun. These stars are not what they say they are. Oh dear, some of the crazy things these flat earthers come up with. Anyway, hey, he's back again. What happened there? In and out.
Sorry, it's this damn mic. It's like a $200 mic, right? But it's like a Blue Yeti, right? But I mean. So sometimes it's plugged into my computer, right? And my son has a tendency when he gets on the computer, right? He might go and start to do some spins, and he's wrenched the headphones off the tops of the camera of the computer a couple of times, and the mic's hit the deck a few times, and the connection to the actual wire down below sometimes wiggles out and just goes pop. That's it. It's done. And so I got to wiggle it a whole bunch of times just to get it working again. So that's what happens. If you see me drop out, the mic has just like snapped. Okay. I'll have to replace it. But I mean, it still works really, really well. It's just can't fiddle with it too much.
You should get yourself a pair of Rig headset with the microphone. That's what I've got.
Yeah, I could do, but I mean, I like this particular one because it's got a much more deeper and more focused sort of sound. I've had plenty of headphone ones where they sit on your head and stuff, and the mic is not as sort of professional.
Yeah,
but this has got a more.
My voice on this thing is not bad, but it could be a lot better. You got professional setup. I think this couldn't be bothered. I don't do a lot of live, so
you just sort of sound like you're just on a foot of a phone call, whereas mine has the deep it sort of records the deeper voice,
Right.
and it's sort of the more soothing sort of sound rather than a sort of a ping. So yeah.
Well, talking about soothing sounds, we've got Red Reddick talking to Jerem tomorrow.
Red Rhetoric.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, let's see how this goes. But I mean, Red Rhetoric does like to he can be a little bit volatile too. So we'll see where it happens. It should be interesting. Look, I watched the last 2 streams from Jaren, and like after about 2 hours of him just dunking on flat earthers, it does get a little bit tiring, and you kind of actually want to. I really, really want to see him get Flat Earth Dave on the channel and say, "What are you going to do about your app?" And then just see the blood rush out of his face. It's things like that which need to be done because you've still got people like Sov who are running between with their tail between their legs, not going on streams anymore since he got his award, and you got Jaren talking to himself, right? He hasn't been apart from the fact that I think he went on Globe buses or whatever. He had a rant and then he just left, and no one replied. After Jaren left on the Globe buses the other day, Shane decided to start doing his presentation, and it was riddled with fucking mistakes. There was mistakes everywhere, but because Jaren wasn't there, there was no one. There's no one there to like say, "Excuse me, what you just said is completely false. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
So there's no if you don't have the good and the bad or the black and the white and stuff like that, you all you just get is people just saying yes, that's 100% correct as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really want to take Shane to town because I mean the lies that he spreads is just it's just boneheaded. It's ridiculous.
Did you see any of Mr. Z's interaction with Whitsett?
Mr. Disease, sorry.
Mr. Zetetic Warrior.
The Zetetic Warrior. I haven't. When was the last, when did that happen? Did it happen recently? Did it?
Yeah, recently, yes.
Okay. I mean, like I've seen Zetetic Warrior here and there, and I haven't really seen that much Whitsett recently, to be honest. But I didn't realize that they had a bit of a head on.
He was trying to bait Whitsett to, say, throw Jaren under the bus, in other words.
Okay. Can you share that somewhere? Is it on YouTube or Discord? Where was it?
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah. Maybe get it up and maybe put it in the comments. That way it's something everyone else can have a bit of a look at after. Yep. Once again, invites are out there if anyone wants to come on. I'm assuming that we've got I mean, Ben's obviously from the UK, as he said, so he's probably busy at the moment. But of course, we do have 2 other Aussies in here who can jump in. I've been telling. I was watching Vlad's thing this afternoon, and I have to admit, everyone was. There was a whole bunch of Aussies jumping. There was Plan Reality. There was some other guy called John fucking 23 something or other, whatever like that. Right. And I think there was another one person as well. And they were saying some very false things. And that was why I've decided to talk about what I'll talk about tonight. Is they were saying that, the sun going down the southeast doesn't work on a globe model. And I'm like, what? Like, sorry, that doesn't happen on a flat Earth model. It does happen on a globe model. And so I've been trying to show people about this for quite a while. So I might do, when I do the screen share, I might show everything instead of just one thing. No, I don't think I can. Oh, doesn't matter. I will do this one here. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so I know that the top corner is you can't really see it right now, but essentially this is the Andrew Marsh website, and if you click through here, I'm just wondering. Let me just double check if everyone's seeing what I'm saying. Yes, they are. Good. Okay, excellent. So recording this one. So there's a few models in here, right, to be able to go out there and show people, right? So we've got the 3D sun path. I've shown this one a few times. You've got this meeting planner, but it does have a secret little trick in it, which is really, really good to see. You've got the sun path on map. This is similar to the SunCalc website. And you've got we've got 2D sun path. That one's very similar to this one, but doesn't have a map. And of course, my favorite is the Earth and Sun map here. So I will show this one quickly, and let's see if it works. No, I've got to flip. I've got to flip it because 1 second. Let me stop screen, and I'll go present, and I'll go share screen again. Looks like I've got to manually do everything at this point in time. We'll go some path. Is that the one? No, we'll go this one. Here we go. And then add stage. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of forced work here. Okay, so this is something that I really, really want to show to a lot of people, but I never seem to get the chance. They're always want to ask me more of their own questions about. Let me just check if that worked. No, that didn't work. It's this one. Okay, that one spun. Yes, that one's fun. Good. Okay, so this is a quick window. Yeah, whenever I seem to get on these flat Earth chats, they always seem to want to press me for what my globe theory is, so that they can laugh at me instead of me actually being able to show them something for them to look at. So the best thing about this sort of stuff is that you can kind of see right there and then how this ball rolls over, right? So this is a feature that only the globe can do. This doesn't happen on flat Earth. And I don't know if you saw it over here on the map. So on the map, you can watch the person go down into the sea and then up through Africa, all the way up to Europe, right? And so that's like a latitude based orientation position, right? And as you can see here, you see how I'm panning the longitude left and right, and so I can slide it, over the top of Sweden all the way to the bottom of Greenland, and then over to Canada. And so this, you position it according to where you are on the sun, and this simply, well, I mean, on this particular thing, it's not really showing much, but certainly on this one, this is something that can only be done on a globe map. And it cannot be done on flat Earth. So if you go far down to, let's go 79, and we'll go, I think it was -80 or something like that. So this will be roughly where the Union Glacier is, right? Now, if we go and change this date from the 21st of March, which is the equinox, all the way up to, let's just go New Year's Day, all right? Is everyone hearing me still?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, excellent. No worries. Just double checking. I was hearing a lot of silence, and I just figured maybe I might have been talking to myself for a little bit. That's fine. So as you can see here, you see this red ring on the top here. This red ring represents the sun path on this particular day, and as you can see, it's never going to set. It's going to go all the way around up to the high side and then down to the low side, right? And if you remember when everyone was looking at the 24-hour videos on those 360s, it's a little bit higher on the northern side than it is down the southern side. So this is where the mountains were, and this is the side where that blue container was in the toilet box at the back. So during the middle of the day, it was really, really high, and during the middle towards the night, it went down to here. So Will Duffy probably would have done his presentation around about this point. And then it would have continued on, because this date is not necessarily set up for the for whatever the situation, but Toon would have done his live stream when it was down at its lowest point right over here, right? So so when we go out there, and let's bring it all the way back up to let's bring it up to Alaska, right? And we'll go across. Let's go down. Let's go down to about Anchorage or something like. It's not going to be necessarily near the Arctic Circle because, as you can see here, it does not come to the Arctic Circle. But we'll bring it into June. Right, so June 2027. That's fine. Now you'll see that the sun does set for a little bit and come back up, but Anchorage is at like 60 degrees. It's not quite high enough. So I find that if you go and put it up into Svalbard in a district of Norway, and where is it? It's good enough. Like I think the main city is just in about here or something like that. But as you can see, at this time of year, in 27th of June, the sun is up all day, and so let's have a bit of a look. So north, and of course, as you pan forward, see how the sun is going left to right. So the last one, when I was forwarding the time, it was going that way, but this one is going this way, and so everything matches what this is all what a globe should do. If you're in the northern hemisphere, your sun should be panning left to right, and when you're in the southern hemisphere, it pans right to left. So this particular map explains it just fine.
That's the fine experiment for you, right?
Yep. Any questions? Because I do want to show that other one.
Go ahead. But like I think Empty Tune had Bobby McGlow on today. He was trying to talk to a bunch of flat earthers on TikTok, and he was trying to explain to them about the flat earth and the direction of planets from Polaris is supposedly directly above the North Pole, and they're saying, where's the North Pole? This opposite. Just trying to do everything to escape the actual question. So it's I'm in New York, so we're going to do the angle from here to there on the flat earth. But where do you get angle from? Where's the flat earth? So they just kept coming, throwing all this nonsense at him. He just kept going. The flat earthers, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, they're so sure of themselves in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways, they're actually not really doing a whole bunch of study at all. They're just listening to other people on their thing.
Did you see? Did you see Creaky's Blinder did an upload of Nico, who parroted exactly word for word what Eric Dubay said.
Oh yeah, yes. Creaky Blinder was talking about that other guy. Yeah. Yeah, I think it even in the comments. I think that he might have said something along the lines of, this was AI ripped or something like that. He just simply, got the transcript from the comments, because you can get the transcript on the right hand side or something like that, and you can, you just stick it into an AI bot and make it talk.
But that was Nico talking. King Nico was
King Nico
saying exactly what Eric Dubay was saying. Word for word.
he's King Nico. He just quotes of every other Eric Dubay comment that's ever come before him. He's just
and Katz has got an interview with him tomorrow, I think, or day after.
With who? Sorry.
Katz.
Katz has got an interview with King Nico.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Why?
Why? Stop giving that guy airtime. He's such an idiot.
Why
give him airtime?
And I can see what these, the fact that the Globers, at least the Globers who interact with these flat earthers are doing. They're giving him enough rope to hang themselves. In other words, to show how absolutely insane and stupid they really are.
Yeah, I mean, the stupider they are, the more fun, and there's no doubt about it. But at the same time, geez,
you don't want to platform it.
You gotta stop giving them air. Don't give the worst ones air.
No. What do you do?
Just don't invite them up. Bring
the thing is, like the worst ones are the ones who are willing to put their worst stuff on there. When we asked, I think they had on MC Toon a video today. People pop up, the flat earthers will pop up, but they're so gutless to come on stream and talk to anyone.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If anyone wants to come on, I'm more than happy for flat earthers to come and talk to us. Tonight if they want to, just as long as they don't go out there and do pop some sort of gif of two dudes like rooting each other like they did last week. That video has not been taken down. It hasn't been flagged at all, which is good. I'm glad YouTube hasn't figured out what the fuck was wrong with it.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Mm.
I got your Witsit and Zed.
Yeah.
And is that Nakaticha or something like that?
I don't really know how to say his name, but all three of them are flat earthers, especially with it. Even after his trip to Antarctica, he's trying to sneak back into the Nathan Oakley, Glowbusters team by saying,
there's no value over at Nathan Oakley's page. There's no value because all he does is block people and shut them down. There's no value.
Yeah. I think he must be. What's the word when you go when you like a bit of torture? What's that word called? I don't know. Masochist?
Yes, I think so. You just like the pain. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the pain.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. But I mean, look, this is. If he wants to learn something, if he wants to figure something out, you don't go to fucking argumentative people. I was trying to teach him on Discord like about a week and a half ago or something like that. Just give him a very, very, very simple explanation of how you find which way north is from the southern hemisphere. And he was muddying with junk.
Yeah, even Dave when he was down there with Jaron and Austin. I mean,
yes,
they gave us so much time and asked me, would you like to learn how this EQ map works? No, thank you again.
Yeah, but no, it's good to see that Jaron really wanted to listen, and that's really good because I think it probably sunk in. But I mean, I could see the girl Elizabeth. She was sitting off in the distance, and she was just simply looking at her phone. So I mean, they could have really, really done with a good sit down and actually physical like talk one-on-one and all sort of like discussed it. He obviously just chooses not to listen.
Well, this is the thing with any flat earthers. I haven't seen any of Elizabeth's videos. I'm not sure if she's on TikTok or where she is, but I'm not sure what she said since she's returned back from Antarctica.
Apparently she's got a brand new YouTube channel, and Jaron shared it, and like she went out there and got bloody 500 subs within a few an hour.
All right.
Cool. Well, I'm going to be celebrating my 100 subs soon if I can just get 4 more. It's a slow process.
It's up to Masala. I mean, he's been out there.
If anyone else is watching this. If anyone else is watching this, go and follow Mom Bakes Cakes too. We'll get him over 100 too, eh?
It doesn't really matter with mine. I only need the furniture in the background.
You're a furniture background.
Yeah. So like I really appreciate it because I do look out for you, and I see you pop in and ask these questions and bark up on these flat earth channels. So yeah, well done to you, buddy. You do more than I do.
Well, okay, so I noticed one of the guys who we talked to. Let me just find out what his name was again. Sorry. This is the thing. I've always got shocking memory.
Phil Bell, the intellectuals and the giants are intellectuals, and the two giants versus two amoebas on one of the way.
If we want to consider ourselves amoeba, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the flat earthers.
Yes.
So
I get. Yeah, there was a guy. There's a guy named Bert Rickles. Yeah, you know Bert Rickles?
No.
Okay, Bert Rickles. He was producing some pretty good work out there, and he was out there finding he was writing programs to go on get the 24-hour sun in Antarctica last year and this year, right? And I was just doing some recordings of the 24-hour sun from Antarctic live streams and stuff like that. But he does really, really good sort of computer simulations, a little bit like Petey to some degree. Sometimes I might watch some of his videos, and he sometimes gets the writing on the screen, and then he does a bit of music and does an animation. And it's like when you get the writing on the screen, and I don't know if Bert will actually watch this or not, but if Bert does, when you get the writing on the screen, what's the harm in just getting your mic out like this and quickly reading it and then just sticking it in there so that people who are not looking at the screen the entire time can just listen to it? Because a lot of times I actually put something on and just throw it to my side when I'm driving my car, right? I'll just throw the phone over there, and I'll have it running in the background, and it goes over the stereo, and I'll listen to it the whole way. And so some of the times when I listen to Bert Rickles' videos, some of his videos have got lots and lots of interesting stuff on it, but all it is just it's just music and no words. It's just a whole bunch of text on the screen. And I can't read the text, so I can just get out. There's no point in me watching anymore because, I'm driving, so I will just simply I'll just turn it off. I'll go to a debate where I can actually just listen and not look.
Yeah.
So you've got to be aware of both. You got to have a visual aspect, and you got to have a sound aspect. So
well, I usually use AI to generate my videos and sound and audio.
Yeah. So you agree?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a standalone picture, I usually put some background music. But if it's got some text, I usually either get an AI to read it.
Yes, well, that's the thing. I don't want to have to deal with that.
I was going to ask you about 3D software. Now,
okay,
I've done some searching. Now, I haven't seen that many models. People can actually download 3D software for free these days online, right?
Okay,
and create amazing things for free. But I haven't seen anything, on the flat Earth side in regards to a model that actually represents the flat Earth. In other words.
Oh well, there was one channel I commented on about 2 months ago where this guy had he had a mystical flat Earth, right? And the sun was going over, and it was all like it had the ocean doing waves and stuff like that. It was kind of a little bit overdone. The ray tracing on the computer would have been completely an overload just trying to render the damn thing for the video. So you could certainly do with just knocking that sort of stuff out for the video. I'll have to have a bit of a look at it and see if I can go and find that video again. But I commented to him like 2 months ago, back before the final experiment, and said, look, the things in Australia don't work the same way as it does on your model, so you may have to go out there and look at it and maybe revise it. And I'm imagining since TFE's happened, he's probably gone, shit. No doubt about it.
Well, again,
so can you see up on the screen? I got Bert Rickles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if I can zoom in or not.
Sure.
So I might drop his in the chat. So it's Bert Rickles 15. He was doing heaps of work, and I think he's kind of given up. He gave up about a week and a half ago because he found one thing he found was that he was basically talking to himself and doing heaps of great modeling and all this great data research and stuff like that. But the people who were watching were people who were already globe earthers, and while we were enjoying his work, he wasn't converting anyone. He wasn't converting any flat earthers because flat earthers didn't tune in. That's probably half the trouble with his thing, and half trouble with my thing is I'm producing work for people who are already globe earthers and not flat earthers at all. So,
well, the flat earthers have the echo chambers,
right? They don't want to come. They don't want to come over, and that's why you may see me go and do a video of myself I've jumped in on someone's chat and I'm
Yeah.
like doing lots. I'm fucking shaking up um their stream and pissing them off, and they're all like, "Get this guy off! Get this guy off!" all the time. You know, they're fucking sick of me. And at the same time, they've still got like 10 more questions left to ask me because they want to ask me more questions.
Yeah.
Because when I'm on stage, they want to absolutely drill me, and I try my best to go out there and answer everyone's questions, and then they say, "Get him off stage," and I said, "Well, you know, you got to stop asking me questions, guys. Stop asking me questions."
Mm.
But no, I do like trying to get onto some people's chats. And yeah, look, I used to go on to the Flat Earth Fridays a lot. I've probably been on about 15 episodes or something like that up on stage. And I don't know, I'm sick of those people. I tell them something, I give them the answer, and then 2 weeks later they'll say, "Well, globe earthers have not figured out this, and this," and I'm like, "I fucking literally told you guys 2 weeks ago what my answer is. Why are you not ignoring it?"
Well, they've got brains filled with molasses.
Yeah, yeah, they just literally will just simply just forget. They'll just forget what you're saying.
Right.
It's really disappointing, to be honest. It's fucking disappointing. So I just figured I'm not getting through these fucking assholes.
No,
I try to explain to them,
I
and they
don't
just
get through.
don't get it.
I don't go on to. I don't do debates, and I don't go into the channel. I just can't be bothered. I very rarely. I'll put the links to the channels if I take a snippet from the videos. Because I've got to give them some kind of credit. But very rarely. I mean, it's like, why even bother? Because they're not going to listen anyway.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, if I'm not doing education, I might clip them saying dumb things, and that's fine.
I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. I mean, I'm just a regular bloke. I mean, I'm so glad we've got Professor Bill and the PhD Tony, because two giants in the industry who actually do something. I'm just a regular bloke who's trying to look for work and do things that I like to do. But I still know the what we live on is a globe. Because right now it's nighttime where I am, and that doesn't work on a flat Earth.
Oh well, it's daytime where I am. No, it's nighttime where I am. Come on. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. One thing I wouldn't mind doing actually, is look, one of the things about my channel is, right, is I had a Bitcoin channel there for a while, and I had lots and lots of videos. I used to put some flat Earth videos onto it, right, and then I decided that I no longer wanted to have my flat Earth stuff mixed in with my Bitcoin channel, and so I went out there and created this channel. Now, when I went and created this channel, I went ahead and found all the videos that were on the other channel. I uploaded them to there when I had like 0 or one subscriber, and then I started deleting them all. Some of them had like 1,000 views or something like that. I started deleting them from the other channel and uploading them on this channel, and a lot of people actually haven't seen it. A lot of people have not seen it because I was basically floating around as like 2 subscribers for that for a while, posting all of my best archive stuff. So one thing I did want to do, because I think that there's some videos that I've got which don't seem to get a lot of love at all. I'd like to show some of the really old stuff, which is like kind of new, but it's still very, 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 very valid.
Right.
So,
like the points we put out there haven't changed. And the same thing.
That's right. Yes.
The Earthers, their points haven't changed either.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, that's the thing. Like, I feel sorry for all my first videos because of the fact that I only had like two subs when I first posted them.
Oh, you've got
and they don't get any hits because it's old news. This is the thing you notice about when you're on YouTube. People will go and watch the most recent video and they won't go back and watch the original ones.
Yeah.
At all.
You got Lindsay there. Bring it up. Bring up Lindsay. Need a bit of a laugh.
Lindsay.
He seems a little bit
Yes. Where? Oh shit! Where have I gone? Where is Lindsay?
That's
There
right.
he is.
There he is.
Can we just check? I might as well check right now if the video actually makes sound. So let me just quickly play it, right?
Yeah.
And you let me know if the sound's
Now,
coming through.
before I prove
Okay.
that what I showed was correct,
Yeah, okay.
I have to say
Good.
I'm very happy
Yep.
that this key.
Okay, let me start.
Now, before I prove that what I showed was correct, I have to say I'm very happy that this Kiwi wiped off all of his garbage off his whiteboard because it was all fucking garbage. Oslo.
So to add a small amount of context here, you see the small diagram here. I went and did a very simplified sketch, just hand sketched it, right? And it's kind of similar to all those other graphs, which I was just showing earlier on this stream, right? Is the fact that the sun path goes over in a particular direction, no matter depending on where you are, and during equinox time. And he was like, "Whatever this guy is he's a dodo bird. He's an idiot. He thinks the sun goes like this." Well, I've seen videos of him actually proving this stuff, but this is me going over and showing him exactly what it is.
Miami.
So this is everything is looking west, and this is looking from a Miami perspective. So as you can see, the sun path is panning down, and it pans down to the right hand side. As you can see,
Uganda.
Miami is over here, pans down to the right. This is Uganda, and you watch the sun go straight down, boop, straight down. That matches Uganda. He's still scratching his head.
Sydney.
This guy, Sydney over here, should pan from the right side to the left side. There you go, sun path there. Same thing for the stars.
Ushuaia.
And Ushuaia, which is down near Punta Arenas. And you can see the angle.
Can you play part with some sound? We can want to make sure the sound's playing.
What do you know?
Did you know his sound?
Said.
Yeah, I heard it now. That's right. So yeah, so you went. You were talking. I thought. Was that
Yes, I was talking over it. Yeah, do you want to hear a clean one? Did you? Well, all I was doing was saying Miami, Uganda, and Sydney and stuff like that.
That's fine. Okay. Next one. Next.
I have to say.
Sorry, you want to go watch next one? Okay.
No, next one. Yeah, next. Yes. I love visitors.
Yes, he's what? So I was really hoping. I had a bit of a chat with Will, obviously back in the day, and I think that was how I found you as well, because I saw you having a chat with Big Jars.
No, I was playing Big Jars prior to Will coming onto my stream.
Yep.
Right? And everyone thought I was Will Jars. No, not me.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's how. See, I found you through Will's website, and I probably commented on you. You maybe followed me back. I don't really know, but
I do that quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually the video that I presented to Leslie, and if you actually watch it, what I will do is I will click it in the screen, because if I take it to another window, it'll break. It won't present it. So I tried to be very, very concise with my wording on this, and I don't think I've made any word errors at all, so it should play correct.
The diagram you see here is what I feel is one of the simplest proofs that we live on a globe. During equinox time of either March or September, the sun will rise exactly due east, and it will set exactly due west. Everyone in the world will get the equal amount of day to night. As you can see in this diagram, each city will get their own unique path, and the sun path correlates to their own latitude. Oslo is 60 degrees north, which means that the arc is 60 degrees down from the zenith overhead. So 60 degrees right here. And Miami, 26 degrees north, means 26 degrees down from the zenith right here. Uganda, that's on the equator. It'll be directly above. We got Sydney, which is 34 degrees south. You're going to find that it's going to be 34 degrees south of the zenith. That's the zenith is what you see directly overhead. And Ushuaia down in Argentina, 55 degrees south, you're going to see 55 degrees pitch down from overhead for the sun path in Ushuaia.
I did hear one error.
So go out there, go look.
That's
You
right.
should find that the sun path in your area will match the coordinates for your particular town on the day of equinox.
Yeah.
Now, just as a bonus side note here, you'll also find that the stars at nighttime will follow the exact same path. Because guess what? The sun goes over and the stars follow it straight over the top as well. They all match. They're all following the same rotation. And that's the rotation of the globe.
I've got
So there you
one
go.
of his that he's deleted, or part of it.
You got a Leslie video that he's deleted.
Yeah. Where he admits we have to use a globe. Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you just simply have it on your hard drive, do you?
No, because I was watching all this stuff and I thought, I might do a recording of this.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay.
I'll see how big it up. Let me go grab it for you.
Yeah, if you want me to, I'll down the screen, and if you want to send me if you want to ask to present, I can put you on present.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing so well. It's like you can do it because you got, at least you got the audio working this time. Yay!
Yes, I've got the audio working now, so I can just simply play videos now.
Yay!
We're down to one viewer. I wonder who the viewer is. If you are the one viewer, put a comment and say hi.
It could be me, you know.
You think so? But I mean, you're inside this space.
I've got both just you can see what the comments are.
Oh, right. It probably is just you
Yeah.
then. We're talking
be.
to ourselves. Well, someone always ends up watching after anyway. You know, I got a message from Plain Reality here. I said, there's only one model for the globe, right? There's no multiple versions of models for the globe, and he says no. There is not one unified model. It's many different models.
I'll put it in here as well. There you go.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but that's not the case. There's only one globe model. I'm sorry.
Mhm. Good to think.
Sorry. Let me just stop screen.
Mhm.
Are you trying to send it into a link? Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay.
I put
Sure.
the link
Let
in
me.
the chat, and I put it in the actual chat as well.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Right. Let me do the share screen thing again. So share screen, and Lindsay Harris Chuck's in the tower.
Mhm.
Go
He's
share.
deleted this video.
Oh, he's deleted this video now, is he?
Yep.
Okay. Are you?
I've got,
seeing-
I've got the link in the description. It's not there anymore.
Here we go. All right. So, all right. So I got the channel up. Ready to play.
Welcome. See you back today, really. For myself and all flat earthers. It seems like I'm the only one who's taken the path and along the way discovered everything and come to a final conclusion that we as flat earthers have to concede that this model is what has to be used.
You added that.
It's our realm. Earth is not flat though, but for map purposes and whatever,
Did you hear that? We said he said the Earth's not flat though.
Yep.
the ball needs to be used as a model.
Oh. Yep.
Norwegian blue, what's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's dead. That's what's wrong with it.
No, it's resting. Reston, look.
It's Reston.
There you
Yeah,
go.
definitely.
So he has deleted that video.
I bet. I bet you he did that on April Fool's Day, didn't he?
I don't know, but yeah, his lunacy it knows no bounds.
All right, yeah, knows no bounds.
not even the flat earthers understand what he's talking about. That's saying something.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I think he's even Jaron has said this.
Yeah.
He says, okay, so you said that Lindsay has solved it. Okay, please explain. And a lot of them, yeah, as he says, they seem to struggle. I can't explain what he does. Look, the best way that I can explain what Lindsay is trying to describe, right, is he draws two big tits on the fucking screen with a huge fanny farting vagina in the center, and it's making gaseous discharges, right? And it's got yeast coming out everywhere. That's basically what it is. It's gross.
Yeah.
And
It's
he's giving birth to something, apparently. He's giving birth to the sun.
He's quite out there, but he uses the whiteboard. I mean, he doesn't. And I asked him earlier when I was doing the video, when I did the video, you got the whiteboard. Why don't you use 3D software that's out there? You can put all the stuff on 3D to present it. No.
He's old school.
It's old school.
He's old school. I got a fresh comment here. What's going on here? Oh, Heil. Oh, Crypto Roasters coming to watch. So you're
Roasty buddy. I think it's pointing out that data leak too, Roast. I really appreciate that. I pressed the button by mistake. Stupid me.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
They did look pretty quickly. Well, and I was trying to learn how to stream not only to Twitch but YouTube and Twitter. I mean, and TikTok at the same time with the OBS. Because there's a video I was trying to watch. I thought, okay, and I was doing recording something, and then I noticed I was live. Oh shit, I'm live on YouTube. I'm sharing all this data. I was like, oh fuck, gotta delete it all.
But why was how was your data actually on the screen anyway?
Again, I was sharing it. I was trying to record a video on crypto stuff that I was doing, and I must have pressed the button mistake. That was my bad.
Okay.
Thanks, Rosie.
Yeah, I saw you. Sharon. There was some sort of coin you were saying gives out loans or something like that. What was that all about?
Yeah, that's coming up. We'll have to work out how that on.
Yeah, well, I tend to not. I mean, I don't stuff around with things like that sort of stuff.
That's fine.
I'm a Bitcoin maxi, so I mean, I don't really worry about things like liquid pay. Yeah.
That's
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Keep it the flat earth stuff. We can talk about that on the other channel.
Well, I mean, look, I like to go in there. I like to go in and figure out how things work. So back when I was doing Bitcoin, right, I was going out there. I was trying my best to figure out. Like, I had so many questions and didn't know who to ask. And I was like, okay, let me read a bit here, read a bit there, and then slowly started to piece things together. And then I started to actually like teach the things that I was learning. And after a while, I get a bit over it and stuff like that. And then I kind of got entrapped with a few people talking about flat Earth and stuff like that. And then I thought, well, okay, well, how do we see the sun? How will we find out how far away the moon is? Which direction does everything go? How would we attribute the curve of water and stuff like that? So I started to investigate ways of being able to test that too. There'll probably be a time when I'll get sick of this sort of stuff too, and go find something else. I got to find something to to figure out how to like tinker with the maths and tinker with the geometry of things. So yeah. What has Crypto Roast actually written here? It says I watched it as soon as it was posted, so caught it early. All right, yeah. Message Swile to see if
Yeah,
he
thank you.
declined to. Yeah, so
so,
that was about
Um,
the that was about the
I'll-
private
I'll
information.
see if I can send you a cake there, Wesley.
Oh, beautiful. How you gonna send a cake from Adelaide over to England without it getting smashed? They're
Maybe
gonna
when I
they're
go-
gonna put it,
maybe
they're
when
gonna
I go
put it through
over
the
there-
scanner and see if there's a knife inside it.
Yeah, that's right. Get him out. I really appreciate it. This is the thing about, and I've seen this with the globe Earth side of things. Like when people are in dire straits or in trouble or whatever, we'll go out there and reach out and help them. In most cases, when Craig got
Yeah.
porn bombed, or when
know.
someone's getting harassed or needs help, or something that someone said is inaccurate, so we'll point it out, and the Globe will say, yeah, we'll just delete it or refurbish it, and then we're really good with it. On the flat Earth side, you can be at that stage sometimes, but normally it's like get the attack dogs out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, I'm more than happy to help people, so long as if they actually want help. That's the thing. I found that a lot. So okay. So this is one of the things which probably maybe people should be considering here, right?
Mhm.
Is that men in particular,
Yeah.
men actually don't want other people to help them.
No.
I'm sure that you probably agree with that. So
yeah.
we need to know that we need help to go out there and search for it. But people giving out unsolicited information
Yeah.
always gets roadblocked. So, like for instance, my brother always trying to tell me, to get out of Bitcoin or whatever like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna instantly turn it away, and me trying to tell him that
Mm.
it's just fine. Maybe let's go a little bit easier. He won't listen to that either, right? So this is the thing between males. Men don't ever want to be told what to do.
Yeah.
We simply want to discover that ourselves.
Yeah.
And so I think that plays the same for Bitcoin related stuff, and it plays the same for flat Earth related stuff. So there's a lot of men in the flat Earth space,
Right.
and a lot of them want to fight it out, and they don't want to learn anything fresh.
And in regards to the crypto space, like I remember I was at my sister's birthday on a boat out on West Lakes, and someone came up to me, one of her friends or a couple. Oh, what are you doing? I'm into Bitcoin and Bitscam. Thinking, okay, that's your opinion.
Someone called it Bitscam, did they?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people, all they see is that people buy and sell it, and they don't realize that there was like 1.5 years where it actually never had a price. And so for those 1 or 2 years, things were moving around. The protocol was working fine, but it never had a price. So
I did a video
you
on
couldn't
it.
call it a scam back then.
I did my first video on buying some, in Australia. Pretty popular video.
Yes.
Mhm.
On your channel.
Not this one.
Okay.
On my Rube channel.
Yeah,
Did you want
on
mention
your-
here?
What? It's not on the Mum Bakes Cakes channel?
No.
Okay, what's the other channel?
I'm not going to tell you.
Or is it secret?
Yeah, it's secret. I
Okay,
don't want
fair
anyone to know who I am.
enough. Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
I can
Well, that's the
send
thing,
you the link by
I've
Telegram
tried-
if you want.
Sorry?
I'll send you the link by Telegram.
Okay. Well, I've obviously tried not to go out there and put my name and my face and all sorts of stuff on this sort of
No.
stuff.
Same here.
I sometimes wonder whether or not being anon actually hampers my reach in a lot of ways, because
Well,
most
see,
of the people-
I'm like Red. I'm so ugly that if anyone looks at me, they'll explode.
Oh, okay.
Not really. It was just funny. We go like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Well, look, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. As you said, Red's rhetoric. He does have a bit of a following, and he does tend to get a lot of people watching. And he never doxes himself.
No.
Even Stromy Live usually stays behind the thing, even though he has had a chat with it in a live studio
Mhm.
before. But I don't know. Look, I don't really see any point in just going out there and revealing myself for a bunch of fucking idiots who would end up, you know, what they'll do is they'll end up taking your face, go and drawing some fucking rainbow mustache on you, and then they'll post it all the way around the internet. It's like, well, all that does is discredit you.
Well,
It just devalues your message.
Yeah, and this is something I don't particularly want to engage in. I mean, this is I don't do interviews, and I'm about to get to talk to you on your channel.
Mm.
But you know, we have the similar things, similar concepts, and similar things that we're interested in. Flat Earth being one of them, and crypto is the other one. But you know, like on this channel, when we're talking, we will do. I just talk about Flat Earth if possible, and try and make it as entertaining as possible. Trying to get people like the last week when we had all those, what, 6 or 7 people in the room, was it?
Yeah, there was a fair few people.
Yeah,
but we did send out a few more invites for that one. This one, I have not necessarily been sending out a whole bunch of invites.
What you do? You know, if we can get like Roger, or the other guy you just had on there before,
Roger,
or Terry, one you had you missed Remington. Was it Roger or
Piper?
Piper, sorry.
Piper. Yeah, I did text him. I don't think I got through to him. So
right. But if we get these people onto this channel and discuss, you know, their dealings with these insane idiots who think the Earth is flat, it's, you know, more the merrier.
Yep. Yeah. Well, like, I don't know. I mean, somehow I'll have to work on it. Like I did post this on my Twitter, and yeah, I don't know. I guess there's not many people who sort of come over from my Twitter. See, because I'm not verified these days, practically nobody even looks.
Well, this is the thing.
Yeah,
because the world is you got the flat earthers have got a really short attention span. Well, most of us do these days as well. I mean, we're flicking through channels. I mean, when I was growing up, we had 5 channels. Was it 4? I can't remember that time. You know, had ABC, Channel 9, Channel 7. I think that was about it. And Channel 10, yeah, it was about 4. And I used to go out to the TV and actually change the channel. We didn't have a flicker before. Have black and white TV. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to do something. I'll have to figure it out. I've just noticed that even Crypto Rose just said he didn't get notified when I went live for some reason. Hence me being very late. I don't know.
Okay.
Don't know. Something's in there. Maybe I need to go out there and do a Telegram room where I can go out there and I'll put everyone in there, and then I'll just drop the occasional chat in there or something like the J Rants thing. Right. Crypto Roast knows what I'm talking about because that's what we're both in right now, and I'll just say if everyone's keen, let's go live tonight or something like that. Right. I'd like to get Andrew Johnson online actually.
Oh.
I know that he popped in for about like 2 minutes on one particular day and then he was gone. But I mean he's in Melbourne. I'm pretty sure he's in Melbourne, I think. And I mean, so I could even go up if I can find out where he lives and just go and have a coffee with him too. I just don't know, but we'll see.
Ask him first.
Andrew Johnson, if you go back and watch it again, send me a message or something like that, and we'll set up a coffee. There's a few people I could go and hang out with in Melbourne. Sooner or later. Don't know.
Are there any flat earthers in
Melbourne? Yeah, there's that guy who there's a guy who wrote some sort of book. And I think he might be up in the Moorabbin St. Kilda region or something like that. I can't remember what that guy's name was. I'm pretty sure. So he does that, and I also think there might have been an angry guy who was trying to talk to McToon one day, and I think he may have been from Melbourne too. Let me just.
Was that the Naomi? Naomi, what his name is? Naomi.
Look, it's actually not on the McToon one. It's on the other McToon one. What's McToon's other page?
Oh, good question.
Where is it? Conspiracy tunes, right? So conspiracy tunes.
What's his name? What's he doing?
Tunes. Let me see if I can find it. Stop talking, mister. Okay. Okay, we got to go past all the first line ice stuff. That was quite a lot. Where is it? Oh, here it is. See this guy?
Wait, not showing anything yet.
Okay, I'm gonna let's see if I can I'll do the present. And we go for conversation with typical Flatty, share. It's a bit of an awkward scene there with Toon's got his mouth wide open. But anyway, so you see this guy, Simon Mavropoulos.
Oh, no.
So I think that this guy might be from Melbourne.
Mm.
I'll play some of it here.
About the globe. What makes you think we live on a globe, you idiot?
What makes it you?
Like what? What does your senses tell you when you go outside and when you stand at the beach and you look at the horizon?
Yeah, that the
What's
Earth is a globe.
horizon mean?
That the Earth is a globe. That's
Where
what
do
my
you see
senses
the
tell
guy's
me.
curve,
funny,
man?
actually.
What do you? What?
Yeah.
Or answer me about 40-mile. Do you know how
Holy shit.
the missile system? The
Some of these
Navy-
guys just change topic like every 15 seconds. And it's
Yep.
like when they change topic every 15 seconds, it's like, okay, I just can't talk to you because if we are going to talk about one thing and like settle it and then move on to the next, there's just no point talking to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy's from Melbourne apparently.
Tony Naum is the other one.
Hmm?
Tony Naum, I think his name is. Another
Tony
photo.
Noam. Do you have a link for that one?
I'm trying to find it on the MC Toon channel.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a real piece of work, that one.
I'll remove that one. Oh, what's this? What is this? Crypto roast. What is going on here? I hope to get over to Oz sometime this year. Would be great to grab a beer or a coffee. I've been told by a friend who moved there that if I go to Oz, I won't leave. Interesting. Interesting. You probably will. I mean, it's Australia, like every other country, is just another country. You kind of do your thing. But yeah, I mean, if you've got things to go and do back at home, you ultimately will go back. But I mean, who knows? If you don't need to go for a while, you can just stay for 6 months and just do it. But Rose, if you are still there, let us know which towns are you going to? Are you going to Sydney, Brisbane, or Melbourne, or Adelaide, or whatever? Certainly.
Yeah.
Well, you could always just DM us that anyway. Yeah. Now, this if anyone does pay attention to this this Steve guy, fucking hell, it's wild. Oh, Crypto Roaster said he can work from anywhere, so he could just fucking hang out and just fucking work. Oh, fair enough. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, by all means, just fucking let me know and we'll go out for a beer. That should be fun. It's actually been a while since I've been over to Adelaide. I think I went over to Adelaide for like New Year's. Let's see, it was back when I had my Falcon, so that probably would have been about like 12 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've had my car, my current car for probably about 10 years. So it must be about 12 years ago. So yeah, I took over there. I don't know, maybe about 2008 or something like that, maybe 2007. But I haven't been back. I have not been back to Adelaide since. But look, it presents an opportunity to go and maybe talk face to face with Plain Reality and show them what some things look like and maybe even catch up with you too. So yeah,
Sure. I'm here. I can't find it.
Crypto Racer says I haven't decided where, but I got plenty of time. Plenty of time. If you just entered the chat, we could have actually just simply talked this out. But anyway, Does he have a missus? What's the go? Does he have a missus is gonna say, come back home. I need to be plugged. Oh, where's Wally? Where's
I
Wally?
found it.
By all means, if you want to come on, did you want a link? I know that
Found
it's 11 o'clock. It might be getting a bit
I know.
late. But by all means, if you want to
Anyway.
jump in, jump in.
Grab link. What's that here? His piece of work. Tiny. Dear.
Hey, where's Wally? I'm actually wondering, have you managed to go and get the GoPro footage for your Geronometer, the Geromaster or whatever it is?
Gentlemen.
Yeah. I know that he had that. That thing was working, and I think he may have done a video on how it's supposed to work, apparently. But does he have the footage yet? I'm kind of curious about what's going on. If you could let me know, or maybe even drop a link or something like that, because as far as I know, yes, CT just sent the the box back to me, but what about the data file? Did he have to upload it? And
Oh, yeah,
I
that is wow.
have a full video. You want the link? Yes, throw the link on there.
It was brilliant. Brilliant. Where's Wally? Absolutely brilliant.
Let's have a bit of a look. I wouldn't mind pulling it up now. What's this? Are you okay? So Mumbai Cakes. What's this video you've just sent to me just now?
That was the Tony Nahum one. The Aussie.
This is one of the tricks with when you click on McToon's videos is you get a heavy metal right to your ears. Oh yes. So is this guy from Melbourne? Oh, this guy's from Sydney, isn't he?
Sydney, though, I can't remember where.
Yeah.
He's
So-
been on a few times. He's a bit of a piece of work, that's for sure.
So I will show this is the Tony Nahum guy.
Yeah.
Come on,
Really
go back to
triggered.
add the stage. This is Tony Nahum. So let me have a quick play of what he's.
As long as it's not a 5G directed energy weapon in the form of
one hell of a way to
the
start
Ark of the
off.
Covenant. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. there.
from what
Feed
I've heard, this is the same guy. This is the same guy who says that the sun is never south of Sydney.
Could be. I mean, he's a real piece of work. He's started to put his finger up on MC Toon, and yeah, that's rage quit.
Did he rage quit? Did he? Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, the simple thing is that if when it's summertime, yes, the sun is south of Sydney, so he needs to go back to his drawing board.
In the summertime, when the weather was fine.
I might have to. I might go directly to where's Wally's
Yes, Wally.
channel and see if I can actually find it. Yeah, go on. What's up?
Well, yes, we've got the video link. Post it in there. We can play it.
Oh, he hasn't sent me a link just yet. Where's
You could have
Wally?
gone down there and done it
with
too.
2 1s. Where's
Wait,
Wally? Okay, yeah. So that's the thing is the fact that yeah. So when I look on Where's Wally's recent channel, right, he's got his thing where he's got the synchronized videos of the drone.
Yeah.
And then he's got another video of the
brilliant.
supercut with the drone and with Solve talking absolute garbage, and then he's got the drone up really high.
Yeah.
And then he's got Flatzoid talking about where's the tents, and then he's got the 24-hour sun with Flatzoid. So unless I'm missing something, I don't 100% know.
Asking him to be a spanner. Can you make him a spanner?
He wants to be a spanner. I don't know how to make people spanners. How do I make people spanners?
That's a really good question.
I could put you in timeout if you want. I could delete comment. I don't know how do you put people in spanners.
I have no idea.
Fuck. What if I just put a bloody?
But how do we do that, Crypto Race? Because I don't even know how to do it.
I don't know. I just put stars on people. Okay. Okay.
Send us the title there. What's on
Raw
Wally?
time lapse from the Geronimo. Yeah, I don't know where that is. If you've got, maybe you've actually just got an unedited version. I can actually look at that. That's fine. Make me a spanner. Now, do you know how to do this? I don't know. How do you do
Crypto
that?
Rose says that you can give them bot
Maybe
permissions, but we don't even know how to do that yet.
maybe what I've got to do is maybe if I go onto my actual live stream.
Yeah.
This is currently it's currently paused on my other. So I got two browsers running right now. Come on. Here we go.
Yeah, well, we can't see it yet.
Okay, so if I'm like when I actually go to my Swallogy page, right, and I click on Where's Wally, it says channel activity, go to channel, pin message, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on the channel, and add as moderator. Maybe if I put him add as moderator.
Yeah, try that.
I'll just go standard moderator for the moment. Does that make him a spanner? And I'll go to CryptoGross and add as moderator.
I don't even have a spanner on your channel either.
I didn't. Well, literally doing it right now, man.
Hey, Wally, you got a spanner now. Hey, there you go.
Has he got a spanner? Is that how it works?
And you put the link in.
I've got Andrew Johnson. I'll make him a moderator. Bang, bang, bang. I'll go Professor Bell. We'll make him a moderator. Bang, bang, bang. Wait, have you commented on the chat?
Who?
You.
Can you comment
on the chat? Because I don't have your thing on the chat.
No, I'll put links in there.
No. I'm talking about on the YouTube active chat.
Yeah.
Can you?
Here.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about within the StreamYard.
No, I'm looking at.
Okay, yeah, okay, I can see it. It hasn't populated on the other one yet.
All right.
Okay, scroll. Let's go. There we go. Okay, add as moderator. I'll go managing moderator. You can get a higher rank. Now I don't. I'm starting to see spanners here. Good. Everyone's got a spanner. Okay, so that's how we do spanners. Excellent.
I don't have a spanner. Oh, there, I got a spanner. Hey.
What does that actually show? Everyone's
you are now managing moderator for this channel. This creator trusts you to help them build a positive, safe community. Now you can manage block words, change chat mods in live, remove and review chat messages, hide or put users in timeout. There we go.
Yeah, it was while I can see the link now. So now that we've had a bit of a spanner fun, I will I'll drop that other page, and I will I'll show the link on this, and let me see, how do I? Hey, wait a minute. Oh, gotta go.
Yeah.
See, I gotta go to the other thing and copy the link there. Yeah, so I can't copy it in the StreamYard link. I have to go copy. It's actually from a month ago.
Delay.
Okay, let's pop it up into one of these channels here. Pop. That's not it. What the? Come on. Here we go.
Right.
Copy, please. Thank you. It tried to redo Bert Rickles again. I'm like, that is a very old copy paste. Okay. All right. So let's stop sharing that. Present again. Share screen. First data from Wally's Geronimo.
Jaren.
Bang,
brilliant
bang.
name. Brilliant name.
Bang, bang. Okay, so, I'll hide that little thingo. Okay, so let's have a quick look let's watch this one live because, well, it's 7 minutes. Might as well.
G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Hey, I wanted to get this out to you guys as fast as I could, as I'm super excited about just how well my Geronometer worked. Now, the next sentence I'm about to say will trigger a few into pausing to comment. Now, guys, please just hold off until I complete the sentence. It will stop you looking foolish in the long run. Now, the scientific experiments that my Geronometer was designed to test has all the scientific rigor set out in this video here. I made it a few months ago, and it detailed the dependent and independent variables and the hypotheses to test regarding the 24-hour sun in Antarctica and the final experiment. Okay, I will now pause and you can power off your usual tosh. Go. Are you done? Okay, now that you've got that off your chest, let me refresh you on the null hypothesis, which was this, and the alternative hypothesis, which was this. This led to a prediction for each hypothesis. For the null hypothesis, it was predicted that sometime between midday and midnight, the sun will set below the horizon or just go away, and then rise above the horizon or come right back again. Oh, and as a bonus, all the globies there would be very sad. And as for the alternative hypothesis, it was predicted that the sun would be north at midday, west at 6 p.m, south at midnight, and east at 6 a.m, and that the elevation angle of the sun would be above horizontal and would always be within the range of 13 to 33 degrees roughly, and that the azimuth angle rate of change would be a consistent 15 degrees per hour. Thanks, Bob. That led to a set of requirements that my scientific experiment needed to do. Now, if you missed it, I detailed just how I designed the gyronometer in this video here. The gyronometer with 2 dials.
Can I just make one small comment there? I'm just envisioning someone sitting on that right up the anus. But anyway, imagine a flat earther sitting right on that point. Anyway,
gyronometer in this video here. The gyronometer with 2 dials, one to measure the azimuth angle and one to measure the elevation angle, and the camera has a clock which I set to UTC, and that's all overlaid on the time lapse. So dead easy to meet the recording requirements. Just video the face of the gyronometer and the video camera timestamps each frame that's captured. It turns out, of course, this really isn't necessary as this is a sundial and that is a freaking clock in its own right. And before I get too far ahead of myself, how about we have a look at what we saw? And thanks very much to Critical Think and Starlink for getting this to me straight away. That's via satellites, guys. Now, partway through the 24 hours, I asked Will to sign the face of the gyronometer just to add some, validation. And this is what it looked like after he signed it. Sadly, the mirror was not quite tipped far enough away to catch all of the signature, but it did see just a few bits of it suddenly appear. Now, Will signed the front face at about 9 a.m. using the sundial time, or 14:29 UTC according to the camera clock. I wonder if Will can send me the EXIF data for those 2 images. And Will come through. He just emailed me the original files, so I can look for myself at the EXIF date. So when was this file created? It will be just after he signed the gyronometer. Let's have a look back up here. Time taken, perfect. Oh, what a goose I am yet again. It's also encoded in the file name. Duh. Oh, and I saw him hanging around just before that too. Haha, well spotted, young Will. Okay, back to the science and the prediction. This is what I predicted we would see. The red line is the globe Earth predictions and the blue line is the FLIRF predictions. Finally, I measured and recorded the azimuth angle of the shadow at the top of the hour and also measured and recorded the elevation angle as well. Now, I popped these data into a spreadsheet to calculate and scale the hour angle into an azimuth degrees, and then I plotted both dependent variables against time. And this is how it looked. Do I need to show the prediction now so you can nod along in approval at just how perfectly my data matches the globe Earth predictions? I guess it's all that's left now is to state that the null hypothesis is not supported by the data and that the experiment does support the alternate hypothesis. Let me read out the null hypothesis predictions. The sun elevation angle will be below 0. The sun elevation angle will be below 0 from sunset to sunrise. Nope, didn't do that. The sky will be dark. Yeah, nope. There will be stars visible in the sky. Nope. And the globies will be sad. Definitely not. Now, that just leaves the alternate hypothesis as the scientifically correct one that matches the experimental data. It predicted that the sun will circle in the sky. Yep, check. The sun will be north at midday, and check. The sun will be west at 6 p.m. Check again. The sun will be south at midnight. Check. And the sun will be east at 6 a.m. and check again. The sun elevation angle will be between 13 and 33 degrees. Check. And the rate of change of the azimuth angle is 15 degrees, and that was consistent. Check. And the sun will be visible at all times. Double check. Oh, let me show you this now. I think this is really cool. I did a cut and paste of all the shadows from the top of the hour and put them all on one image. Now, ain't that pretty? So that's that then. I guess one thing is for sure, flatties will be trying harder to twist facts to suit their beloved narrative. And let me thank all those that helped me get the Geronometer to Union Glacier and to get the data back to me so fast via Starlink. And let me finish up by showing MC Toon checking out the little white box that could. Thanks, guys.
This is the Geronometer set to Critical Think by Where's Wally. It's got 2 sundials on it. One of them is tipped. This one is tipped at 10 degrees because we're 10 degrees from the pole. And so this shadow will be the same length over time. This one is not tipped, so the shadow grows and shrinks. It's got a levelometer on it. It's got 2 directionometers on it. And then underneath that hole is a GoPro that's pointing up to these, it's actually hard drive plates. So the GoPro can be inside, stay warm, and be protected from the elements. So far, the weather hasn't been that bad. And reflect off of these hard drive plates to see the sundials there. Really cool. Cool idea from Where's Wally. All right.
Wow, that was
Yeah,
impressive.
nice. Yeah, it's good. No, I think I actually did see that now that I think about it. It must have happened so long ago that I actually forgot that I'd seen it.
But like even the flat earthers said, the globers were so well prepared. They bought everything. They thought of just about everything under the sun to test out and get their experiments done. I mean, this Geronometer, the clock thing that the MC Toon built with the snow balls. Remember that one?
Yes, yeah, the bricks of snow, yeah.
Yeah, and so many other things. 24-hour sun, which they filmed. I mean, even when they're famous that the Geron and which said, yep, that's 24 hours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's just, I noticed that when the Toon was talking about it, he said directionometers and like sunometers and all that sort of stuff. And it kind of made me think about Flat Out from 5 years ago.
Yes.
He used to say ometer for pretty much every single thing.
Yeah.
And so I think there was a little bit of there might have been. I'm sure Wally was maybe throwing in a couple of spins on a few of the names just to make it sound silly, because obviously we got Geronometer, so it's a bit of a play on words. And of course, Crypto Roast, all hail Flat Out. Of course, Crypto Roast was like, can we get the full background on how and why it was called the Geronometer? Obviously, because I kind of wonder if actually Geron probably thought it was an honor to have it being named after him, but we'd never really. Someone will have to ask him. And I'm not really keen on just continuously super chatting these things to be able to get these answers. But yeah. But certainly now is these other videos that you're posting, are they like raw files or not? Because I guess the reason why I probably forgot it was the fact that I guess to some degree I was hoping to see one that was actually just the actual image all by itself. It didn't have any Swiss yodeling or anything like that in there. So
Go
Is
to the
there-
second one there,
It
Swallow.
is.
That's pretty
Is
short.
it just plain raw? Is it?
Yep, just plain raw. No sound, nothing.
I'm trying to get it up right now.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
You want to go there?
Oh, this one's unlisted. Why is it unlisted? Okay. Well, where's Wally? Can I just show it now, please?
How do you know it's unlisted? I can't see what's unlisted. Oh, yeah, it is. Yep, it is.
It's unlisted. Can I show it right now? Where's Wally?
Do we have permission, Wally?
Oh, the Wally-nometer sounded dumb. I called that in honor of Jaren. Okay. So
Yeah, he says yes. Go ahead, show it.
yes. Yeah. And yeah, everything's backwards, obviously. That's the trick with having it mirror reversed and all that sort of stuff. So it'll be backwards and all that sort of stuff. But that's fine. I'm perfectly fine because when it comes to a lot of people want the raw data. They want it raw so they can make their own determinations on what's how it all works. So let me just get this punching.
You're going to deny it anyway, but there you go.
Okay, so this is the raw one, guys. So
sure.
it's got like next to no views. So we're the first one watching this one tonight. So it's going up 4 weeks ago. Where's Wally? And you've got 0 views on this thing because nobody knows where it is. So there we go. Okay, so now I can concentrate on it a little bit more. So I'm guessing that the one in the white is at the 30 degree and
10
25
degree.
and 20.
10 degree.
Oh, that's 10.
No, one on the left is 10 degrees. That's right.
Yeah, so I guess that's probably one of the things that I think me as someone who is not really following what's going happen obviously here. Like I can see that the yellow one has got 24 hour directions, but the white one that was the one that was flat, and that was the one which casts longer and shorter shadows. And so the rings, I'm trying to read it right now. It's very, very hard. So it looks like 10 is the outer side, and I think 15 is the mid one. Then it turns 20, 25, 30, and then I can't really read if that one's like 24 or something. I can't remember. I can't see it. It's hard to see, but I mean that sort of stuff. I think is not a bad idea for anyone who's interested. It's probably not a bad idea to actually describe what's actually happening here on the screen. But I'm sure that as Where's Wally, he must have had a video from months back before when it was still in Australia, and he probably pointed it up with his own fingers. So yeah. So Crypto Rosa said you could have maybe gone the Where's Wally graph, or the Wally graph, or polygraph. I don't know about polygraph. That sounds like another crypto coin. It's about to be launched. Yeah, all hell Flat Out. Bloody oath. If anyone does not know who Flat Out is, worthwhile knowing, because he's an account which doesn't really do things anymore, but he has some of the best stupid stuff out there. Where was the other thing about Jaren? Yeah, he said it was in honor of Jaren right there. So yeah.
Thanks, Wally.
Thanks, Wally. Do you want me to put that in? Well, see these comments that are on the right hand side. I think that after I go back to the streams after, I think it's all gone. I don't know how to keep it intact, and I don't know whether it means I have to go to premium or some bullshit like that. I'm not going to go to premium for this sort of stuff because there's like 4 people watching, so there's just never a point. But that's why it's probably better for us to just simply just go and display it up on the screen. Because once the comments are gone, they're gone. I don't know what to do about that. So I think this one here is the so if anyone wants to hand write this, that I believe is the raw video. Yeah, 4N3. So the 4N3 website that takes you to the other one where you can actually watch the raw video. So yeah. Maybe I might quickly go and have a look at my where was get rid of that. Get rid of that. I want to show people a little bit of flat out if they're interested. It's almost coming up to midnight, so probably will just end it soon. But yeah, while I'm here, we'll do it. So where is he? No, I don't know. It's underscore flat out FA. Yeah, here we go. He stopped at 2,000 followers for some reason. It's a bit of a shame that. Let's go paste and let's go to Flat Out's channel. And so I will remove this from the main page, pop that off, and then I will present share screen, Flat Out right here. Okay, click, click, click. Yeah, it really sends me around circles sometimes. So this guy is absolutely brilliant. So I'm guessing, do you subscribe to this guy already?
I think I have once in a while, but not sure where I am now.
Yeah, well, I made sure that I followed him because I never want to sort of lose it ever again. What's this? What's Solly saying? Swallogy bug. Oops, I meant to have a link in the description of the original video about the gyronometer. Fix it now. Okay, fair enough. Flat Out is in his P1 million. Yes. Flat Out did a few for TFE. Really? Did he really? I don't think so. See, the last video he did was 1 year ago. So I don't understand. I don't understand how. How could he be involved? Anyway, I might just show this one. So here. So as you can see, just bloody brilliant.
Well, this is Flat Out here, and I hope you're all keeping it flat. Guys, I'm getting ready to do probably the
he's brilliant.
greatest experiment
Let me
of my life.
just scroll through to the.
As we all know,
where
gravity is just a theory. It's just balloon, and they hold me down so I can get my speed up and then let them go.
Here we go.
Now that I'm all dressed up, I'm pretty confident that this is going to work. So
I wish he'd
here we
come
go.
back. I really wish he'd come back. Fucking epic. So good. I mean, I don't know what the two balls are, and I don't really know what the sticks are on the paddles. None of it makes any sense. Fucking great.
Okay, my confidence is still high. I'm gonna decharge myself, and I gotta have to recharge the balls.
He's gonna recharge the balls.
So we're gonna do that.
Fucking brilliant.
That was discouraging.
Now, can you notice something? Here's something for you to notice, right? You see how there's snow around him right now? So he shot this in winter. Now have a look at his breath.
Yeah.
You can't see his breath.
I don't know.
Maybe he should quickly go and get a vape.
So,
So
one of the
he's in a
wires came off
cold
my nipple.
environment and you can't hear his breath.
it's probably the problem. I'm gonna try this again.
Oh, fuck. Shit. What are you doing, you motherfucker?
Okay, I'm recharged, decharged. I got my nippies taped a little bit better. It's like I'm not even here. It's weird.
There he goes.
It's like this.
Oh, damn.
that brick would be that he's lucky he doesn't fall down that brick.
My poles keep coming out. If I can't keep my poles in, this ain't gonna
Anyway.
work.
I don't want to keep it going on. Obviously, it's just brilliant. People just need to go and watch Flat Out. So it's Flat Out FE. So fucking near the old nippy tape, bloody brilliant. He was using electrical charge to levitate, of course. Of course. And I noticed that the two wires came down and they were taped to his nipple. Oh, fantastic.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, it's so good. So good. Oh, man, I used to tune in all the time. And that's the thing. So that was the times when I was these are from 6 years ago. It says January 2019. So yeah, I was about, and I was still cracking jokes of flat earthers back then, and I just simply wasn't on YouTube at the time. I had my Bitcoin channel, and I was commenting on with my Bitcoin channel, but only now I'm like right here with Solid GE. So Crypto Rose is saying he was etherically displaced enough so it didn't work. Of course, etherically displaced is that's a very modern thing now. It's only ever come out since Witsit fucking did all this garbage. Yeah,
He definitely does come up with some interesting combinations of words.
Oh yes. Anyway,
Does that mean anything? But they're really good combinations.
Yeah. Look, one of the things I tried to explain to him, I tried to ask him about his flower of life a couple of times, and his flower of life, there's some very glaring issues once you actually start to detach yourself from all the stuff they're just trying to ram down the microphone.
Yeah.
Is that if you've got a flower of life, and that's the circles that the planet's supposed to be doing, right? The wandering stars. What you find is the further away the planet is, the closer that the oscillations will be to 1 year. So if you go out there and look at a planet that's really far away, like Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune and stuff like that, their oscillations will be very, very close to 365 days. Yeah. And there's a specific reason for that, is because it takes them 180 or 100, 240 years to do their rotation. They've effectively only moved like about maybe 3 degrees for every year, and we've done a full 360. It's just a few days off 1 year, and we'll be back to the point where we are aligned. Where it's like Neptune is aligned with Earth and aligned with the Sun, so where they're all in a line, and so that's when that cycle clicks. That's when we're all three objects are aligned, and that's where that cycle of the flower life does their quick flip. But of course, the one thing I want to grill them about when I get back is to talk about the fact that now that Witzer has been in Antarctica and he sees that the sun has moved right to left, does that mean that the flower of life of the wandering stars is now moving right to left instead of left to right like it is back at home?
And one thing they seem to forget, which is pretty amazing, back in the day when we had Rome and Greece, and, before we had even telescopes, the Romans were talking about Mars, Venus, and Saturn, these planets that they couldn't even actually see, but they were there.
Yes. I do often wonder how clear what they would have seen in the lenses that they had at that time.
Yeah, interesting.
But they probably delineated simply because of the fact that it was never in the same spot.
Well, again, then we had a lot of observations since then. We had Tycho Bravo, whatever it is, who could notice the fluctuations of Mars because Mars was doing this loop-de-loop in the sky.
Yeah, the retrograde.
And they couldn't figure out why.
Yeah, that's I would say all the retrogrades is the only reason why. Well, the retrograde and the displacement from the stars behind it would have been the only reason why those ones would have been tagged as a planet, as a wandering star, in comparison to the other ones.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It was a Tycho or Kepler, either one of those. Can't remember.
Yes. Yeah, because obviously, if every other star seemed to always be in the same rough location every single night, but then Mars just was passing over. It's like, okay, well, there's a data discrepancy between these ones here. So these ones are the wandering stars, and the other ones are the fixed stars.
And a note again in regards to Copernicus, he's Polish boy.
Yes.
His manual, his book, which was published not about a week before he died. He got most of his information from the Arabs, from the Muslims, because they were doing much more detailed observations of the stars back in their heyday.
Yep.
So things gets passed on from country to country.
Yeah. No, it's also fascinating. That's one thing that's also fascinating, which we never really get into in spaces like this, is talking about who are the great superpowers of the world at these times. You know, there was a time when England was the leader of the world, and there were times where France was the leader of the world, and Italy and Spain and even like the Ottoman Empire and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's other avenues that maybe I should explore one day. Is more history, trying to actually piece together how history has led us to where we are today.
Well, it's a fascinating thing, and one thing that we find with flat earthers is like their denial in regards to the moon landing or even satellites these days. I think, hang on, you got Starlink up there, you've got Bezos sending up rockets, you've got Elon Musk sending out rockets, you've got the ISS up there right now, and you've got the CSS up there, right?
Yeah, the Chinese one, yeah.
And like we've actually got in Australia, part of history, the actual one of the stations he landed in Australia. So there you go.
Yeah, the one that landed in Western Australia. Yeah, yeah.
But
I've tried to raise this one between them as well. I've tried to say, look, don't you find it fascinating that like literally like about maybe 150 years ago, we were trying our hardest to try to get a one piston engine working, and to see if we could attach it to like a motorbike wheel and stuff like that, and then we've progressed past that point where we actually started to figure out, put 3 wheels on it, we'll get that one piston working more regularly, might connect a battery to it maybe, and then we can go and make a vehicle, and then we can go and put that motor onto an aeroplane, make the aeroplane, and then 60 or about like 50 to 60 years later, we're literally like sending rockets up to space. I mean, the speed of progress is alarming. Like when they think, oh, this is all not possible, blah blah blah. Just think about the fact that like 200 years ago, people were literally like, I sometimes say to my son sometimes about Mozart and like Beethoven and stuff, and I say, back in the day of Beethoven, they didn't have mobile phones, they didn't have YouTube, they didn't have radios, they didn't have record players that could record the sound that they had. So the only way that you can actually hear someone like Mozart or Beethoven actually play is if you were in the correct country. If you made it there, and you were friends with people who could speak in there and knew about it by newspapers or maybe even by word of mouth, and then you had to go and watch them live.
Yep.
We're so privileged in this day and age with the fact that we can just pull any song we want from any particular generation, and just whip it up on the screen and even live stream it right here on this channel right now, without any dramas. But like it was only like 200 years ago when you would literally never hear music from particular artists unless you were right there when they were alive and in the right place.
Well, you remember the phonograph, and the first thing that actually played music, and then we had.
Yeah, when was the phonograph first created? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't know. A while ago, and then we had you mentioned about cars. Then we had Henry Ford. He told his engineers, "I want it in a single block," and they kept working until they got it right.
That's it. 1877.
Wow.
See the first phonograph right?
Right, okay.
1877. So that's
Mhm.
like what is that? That's about 23, 25. It's about 149 years ago.
Yeah. Well, they say necessity is the mother of invention, and this is where I read somewhere way back when that some bloke said, "Oh, everything's been invented," but no, here we are today.
Yeah.
Here we are today with so many gadgets and devices, and still so many being invented, done, created by ingenious people who have come to an idea and then put it out there. It's pretty good.
Wasn't that quote from like the 1920s or something like that, saying everything that can be invented has been invented?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I was talking to someone just today about the fact that there was a time when they were trying their hardest to build wings to be able to fly, and someone wrote a newspaper article that said, "Not in 1 million years will we ever be able to take flight with a mechanized aeroplane whatsoever." Even though they were like trying their hardest to make wings like literally glide, 20 meters or something like that. And only about like 3 or 4 years later, they actually started to literally put motors on things and start to go, more than 200 meters. And they're like, we're almost there. We're almost cracked it to the point where we could fly, do a circle and come back and land.
Yeah. And it's just like that and the 4 minute mile. No one could actually crack the 4 minute mile. And then some Aussie bloke did, mate, they could do it.
Yeah, that's it. And even I think a couple of months ago there was a guy, some like 16-year-old in Australia who's just gone out there and broken the 200-meter running record as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, hold on a sec, this dude's like 16. He's barely even in the Olympics at all, and he's just gone out there and beaten all of them. Is that right?
Well, Usain Bolt came out of nowhere. It's funny, runs
He
like
literally
that.
bowls it over anywhere, didn't he?
What we can do as human beings is just incredible. But go on, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, certainly as human beings, we've been doing a lot more interesting things. I mean, while we're great destroyers of the world, we're also great creators of things too.
Yeah.
So, when I was a kid, I was always fascinated with what the future might hold and where will the future go. To some degree, it's there's been a lot of good things which have come, but there's also been a lot of things which kind of make me sad too. So you get the good and the bad. So
all right.
I might finish with this last message from CryptoRoast before I pack it up. So back in Soviet Russia, they used to make records from discarded X-ray sheets. So there's records out there now with broken bone X-ray on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe when you come on next time, you may have to tell us how to find that and then just show us it. So
have you watched the TV series Civil War?
So it's in a
Civil War, the American Civil War.
I haven't watched any. No, not in a while.
That was most of the plates they found for the photographs for that particular series were on roofs of plant roofs. The what do you call them? Solar greenhouses.
Greenhouses.
Yeah, so you got this glass thing, and you put your plants in there, and they cover it with glass, and the plants growing. Yes.
Yep.
But the plates that were covering them, the glass plates, the films with, had all these pictures that the Civil War guy, what his name was, used in the film, in his TV series, which was quite good thing. That war was game changing for America, but yeah, another topic to talk about. Anyway, so
yeah,
so it's getting late. Thank you so much again, CryptoRoast, and Boy Wally for those videos.
Yeah, definitely things to watch and be able to fill in, and I mean, by the looks of that, Where's Wally? Raw video. We were the first people to view it, so and we're sharing
I'm
sharing it amongst everyone just right now. So
honored.
go out there and watch it if you can type in that link. But
Subscribe to his Wally.
that's it. Everyone, thanks for turning up. I don't usually go for 2 hours, but here I am. So yeah, I like to keep them short personally. I don't really like to go for too long.
Unless we get something unless we get some really good guests in, and perhaps we can put the word out.
Yeah, I like to get some good guests in and get some educational content in there too. That way, it's just not everyone just fucking gas bagging on each other. So, but yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
I hope I haven't gas bagged too much today.
You'll be right. Yeah, you'll be right. All right. Well, I'll send out everyone. So we'll say good night. It's almost midnight here. Obviously, if you thought this video was pretty good, obviously give it a like, because I haven't said anything like this before. So if you like the video, go and like it, right? And if the sun is 24 hours in Antarctica, like the video. And of course, I'm almost 100 subs right now. So if anyone actually hasn't subbed, just fucking sub or get someone else to come and have a bit of a look too, because I want to bring Aussies on here. I want to get Aussies together. I want them to get out of their hidey hole, because at 9 o'clock at night, you're either lying in bed or you can come chat here. So come and have a chat. And of course, then everyone from England, from PD and Crypto Rose and whatever like that, come in, jump on the chat, come talk, and actually come on stage too, because everyone's insight is valuable. And I think it's good to go out there and explore new things. I would never have known that there was X-rays on records from Soviet Russia if you hadn't have told me things like that. So we all learn a little bit at a time. So to everyone, good night, and have fun. I'll see you later.